Hello and welcome back. I am Sara Connell, and I'm so excited to be here with one of my favorite people in the world. But also, you all get to know about the amazing Miss Lorry Leigh Belhumeur, who is the author of an instant bestseller, the best-selling book Mastering Resilience. And we're going to talk about what the book's about. We're going to talk about, Lorry, your journey in writing the book and what it's feeling like to be in this experience of just having launched. So welcome. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you so much for having me today, Sara. It's just been an honor and a privilege to be in your program and to just be able to benefit from all of your expertise and your entire team. And so it's just really great to be able to be here with you today. And
well, it is. It's a celebration. That's what was coming in my heart. This is a celebration. It's been a tremendous honor to work with you on this book and I'm such a stand for your movement. So let's let people, resilience is a big topic. It's obviously something many of us know we probably need more of and would benefit by having more of, but we don't always know what that means, how to go about doing it. And this is your expertise. You're a PhD, you're now a best-selling author. You've been working in the field for multiple decades and have created life-changing results for so many youth and adults in your area in California, and now going global, right? People internationally have been ordering this book already, and it just came out. So Lorry, would you tell us a little bit about the book and who you originally intended to write it for?
Well, the book really is about, the title of it is Mastering Resilience, Transforming into Your Purpose. And it really is about exactly that. And so if you, if you take resilience, just the word, it automatically infers that there's been some adversity, something to, be resilient. And so I know in my own life and the decades you said of experience that, especially as a psychologist and also as a mentor, that resilience is necessary. It's just, we all face adversity in one way or another, and we get stuck. And so in my career, I was surrounded by my peers, my, other entrepreneurs, other business owners, leaders in lots of different professions, including healing professions. Yeah. And, what I found is I saw these really powerful women, and they knew there was more. And there was like this feeling of stuck, they were stuck and, hit a ceiling of some sort. And many of them, as we're, getting closer and talking to one another, shared that they'd experienced adversity, not only, in their adult life, but, many of them in children and so in children. And so I originally wrote it and I said, okay, I'm going to reverse engineer, what worked in all of these years. I stepped into, years and years of overcoming many adversities, not only in childhood and also in adulthood. And in speaking to, and, clients in the past, and also, again, students and people that I mentored, and really said, okay, what has worked in terms of people that really have, moved through adversity and they're on the other side in one way or another and built resilience. So I said, okay, I want to help my peers initially. Yes. And so I wrote this, created a course for these women. And then at the same time, I was doing research about adverse childhood experiences. I really dug deep in the research. Those are, specific adversities in childhood. And what I knew kind of intuitively, what we all know intuitively, is that, people that have had, things happen to them in childhood gravitate toward these kinds of professions, healing professions, psychologists, social workers, teachers. And then what I found, as the pandemic hit, was that all of us faced adversity, and the healing profession really needed it the most. And it was actually even before that, but we know that it's more evident now. And so I said, they need the recipe, so the course had been a recipe, 8 specific ingredients, right? And so I said, we need it. We all need it. Those of us who are helping children, leading children, we need that recipe And it starts with us. So we're in the business of helping build resilience in youth, right? All of it, anybody, a parent, a teacher, a therapist, anybody, pediatrician, anybody, who works with children. And in order to be able to allow the children to feel valued and worthy and, be able to kind of get through adversity, it starts with us. And it starts with our commitment to put the stake in the ground and to say, we're going to work on our own, ourselves first, so that we can allow others who depend on us to have the freedom to do the same.
Lori, I'm so grateful for this body of work. Cause like you said, it's a course, it's a book, and right, Lori turned the course into a book. Everybody watching, that's a move, right? You can make a book,
it's a course into a book, right?
Or you can
then
make
the book, and then the book back into like refining the course.
That's right. Now you've improved the course and the workbook is under development and, all these pieces. So what's so important here, I think what I hear is the oxygen mask analogy, which I know gets quoted a lot, but I think most of us, I'm a parent. I also am blessed with nieces and nephews and get to teach sometime, mostly work with adults, but, and if someone said, do you want the best for your child? Do you want him to, in my case, a boy child, right? Do you want him to believe in himself? Do you want the children in your life to have self-esteem and to be free from some of these negative cycles? Of course, I'd say I'd do anything. But we don't always know what to do. So what I love is you're helping people say, you can't give it away if you haven't done the work. You can't help the kid have self-esteem if you're in PTSD from your childhood trauma. And I know some of these ACEs are, physical abuse, sexual abuse. You've dealt with almost all of the ACEs in your own life experience and you have triumphed. And so I think that's the thing, for me with my childhood trauma, I felt so broken, like nothing was going to be able to fix it. But I love, you called the book a message of something. Do you want to speak to that? It's a message of.
It's a message of hope, really. It's a message of hope, and we're here to ourselves have hope that there's something more. We know there's something more, and there's hope to achieve it, but also hope for the next generation. We're here to break cycles, right? And so I'm in the mental health profession. That's where, that's where my expertise is. And the other thing that was happening way before even this, I don't like to always talk about the pandemic, but it was real and we want to be on the other side of it. But even before that, the trajectory between ACEs and youth mental health. So those, child abuse, different kinds of abuse, neglect, different kinds of family dysfunction. There's 10 specific things, right? So if you, in my community here in California, way before, like a decade ago, we have a stadium that fits about 50,000 seats. And so if you put, children in all three of those stadiums, only, that would be the number of children in my community that had diagnosable mental health conditions, that number, like some sort of acute psychological distress. Yet even then, only about a third had access to care, just one of those stadiums.
Right.
And now those stadiums are completely filled and, they still don't have, it's worse than it was before because not only are those 3 stadiums full, there's probably 4 or 5, more stadiums and still only access to care for that one.
That one.
Just the one. And so what this calls is like a movement that we all get to participate. We don't need to all be mental health practitioners. And every adult can influence the mental health and well-being of any child. It depends on them. And that's the message. The message is that we can all do it together. We don't have to do it alone. We get to do it together. It starts with us. We build and master, go on that journey of mastering resilience because it's always a journey because there's more adversity that happens, right? In our adulthood, it starts with us. And again, with that commitment of putting the stake in the ground, because we absolutely can change the predictive trajectory of children that have faced adversity and also our own. It's clear that the more adversity, the more likely, the more higher risk children are to develop mental health, depression, anxiety, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder,
Yes.
and all of those things. And so we get in there early. We get to buffer, the impact of
Yes.
adverse childhood experiences, and we're also on this journey to prevent them from happening in the first place. And again, it starts with us.
Lori, yes. Do you all feel it? Are you feeling this? Can you hold up the book? Because we're
Oh yes, it's right here.
Let's let everyone see this gorgeous, gorgeous book, Mastering Resilience, Transforming into Your Purpose. And everybody get the book and do this work. This is
Yes.
like Lori said, and enlighten one adult in someone's life. You could be a neighbor. And if you've done this work, you will be a source, even though the child might not even understand why. You're the one that sees them, that can hold the space, that can help them let go. Because it's not the experience, it's all the junk we make up about the experience and carry with us, right? So Lori, you truly are a thought leader in this space. We are overjoyed and so thrilled, not surprised a bit that the book is already, just making its way around the world in high demand and hitting all the bestseller, categories and all the great things. And it's just the beginning. This book just came out. So everyone get your copy and then you can do the course, right? Like Lori said, you don't have to do this work by yourself. It's not fun to do it by yourself. and if we really mean it, if we really want better for the next generation, this is the work we get to do.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you so much. And it's transformative. Yeah. I want to mention one other thing, because I did show the cover of the book. And so I just want to mention, some people don't know what this bowl represents. And this is a kintsugi bowl. And it's a symbol of recovery from trauma. And it's taking broken pottery and putting it back together with gold, with precious metal that makes it more strong, more beautiful, more valuable than the original bowl itself. So it really represents that those of us who have felt any kind of brokenness, that there's value in the adversity, and it makes us more beautiful because we're on the other side of it. And so I just wanted to make that point, and, as well, just so that, it's like, what is that on the front of the book? But it's really a symbol of, how we are able to transform into the best version of ourselves. And again, to allow everyone else to do the same, as we step into that.
Everyone, right? Let's let Lori, what I'm getting, your work is the gold. Your work is the gold that pours in so that we feel our wholeness and our value, and also can give that gift away. So thank you. I mean, everybody get the book. It's Mastering Resilience by Dr. Lorry Leigh Belhumeur. All the information is here, and we are just so excited to see where you go next, Lori. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. And thank you to all of you who are listening. It's just, there's hope.
There's hope. There's hope.